got trouble. Is on the move. I need immediate.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this.
What's up guys, Master Styles here, back with another Eternal Evolution video, and today I'm going to be talking about the awakening of the SP hero Artemis. Yes, I said it because again the writing is on the wall, right? When it comes to the writing on the wall, we talk about that a lot here on this channel, and you can somewhat gauge what's coming next. So first of all, Artemis got added to the Hell Arena shop. That right there is also a sign that chances are Artemis is going to be awakened, right? But what I want to focus on is when Artemis gets awakened, what is this game mode going to look like, right? And this is primarily what we're going to focus on, the preparation for, want to say, the next phase. Can't say the next season because the seasons change within every 3 weeks. But as you can see here, when you look at the bonus heroes, you have the SP, new hero, awakened hero. When Artemis gets awakened, I'm speculating here, would they put Artemis in the SP slot? Or do they put Artemis in the awakened slot? Chances are I don't see that happening. So now, when Connor gets moved out of here, what are things going to look like, right? That's what this video is primarily about. So let's go into the contracts here. One of the key contracts you need to keep an eye on is this one here. The one that says that non-tank heroes do less damage, right? Well, they call it reduced. I'm gonna say less for the sake of the video. Reduced damage, right? What I could see is in the one where Artemis becomes the SP hero, you know, you have a new hero in the game, and of course a new awakened hero. Obviously that's how the points are going to work. But what I'm saying is that for right now, what I would be doing if you're not doing this already is start working on your range heroes. You can see it being non-hunter or, you know, energy heroes do reduce damage, but I can see it going that way. So again, when you go back, well, let's go back over to Holy Land contract and take a look at things, right? So when it comes to Holy Land contract right now, the people that are doing big damage, well, let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of these people here. Are Anpu and who else? Wamigan. Of course, if you watch my previous video, you've seen Jaxity did some big damage there, right? Of course. Again, the way that I'm looking at it is in the next one, chances are Wamigan's not going to do as much damage. Maybe you're not able to knock down the boss, because if you're not knocking down the boss, you're not going to do as much damage, right? So when it comes to the next iteration of all this, and you know you're going to have to run Artemis, right? You can see you have to run Artemis. Where's your Artemis at? Have you been investing in Artemis? If you have, you're ahead of the game. I haven't. I made the mistake of picking a copy of Heimdall over Artemis because I was like, Artemis is not doing anything, and that's why most likely they're going to awaken Artemis. So other people I'm looking at here that's most likely going to be doing big damages. Ryzeris, Emma, and also because these heroes are already awakened, right? Of course, Ravenna. And that's kind of how I am seeing it in terms of what potentially the next phase of Holy Land contract could be looking like. Obviously, the awakened hero is going to be there, and the new hero is going to be there. But at the same time, you still need your main damage dealer. Which one of these heroes are going to be doing the most damage? Because again, if you go here, you look at the fact that it says they reduce the damage of non-tank heroes. That's most likely going to change to either focusing on energy or hunters. And most likely it's going to be hunters, right? it would be non-hunter heroes do less damage, right? Because again, so we can even take out Ravenna. And then these are the hunters. Let's look at all the hunters we got here and which one is even where you know you're gonna need Vaz, right? And of course, there also is going to be a new hunter added to the game next week. So that's also another thing to think about. So again, when it comes to the next reiteration, once Artemis gets awakened, which could also be in the next update. But the other side of all of this, right? What I would love for them to do is to actually awaken Artemis in the awakened slot, which is the second week of the release of the new hero. Chances are they're not gonna do that, because if they did that, what that would mean, right? You would now have a chance to actually get, I'm already too deep into the game, but I can't, no, actually I can show it to you right here. You would have a chance to get the Awakened Shard here, which would be great, you know, for free to play. That would be awesome. Problem is you would need to get another copy of Artemis to actually utilize that, because I think you need to have your Artemis or your SP hero at Mythic 1, Epic 1, I think. Actually, let's go check that. Where do you awake? Let's go. Actually, before I even say all of that, let's go check to make sure. Let's go over to here and go to Awakening and look. Does it say where you need to have your? It's not saying it because mine is already at that level. How do you figure that out? Let's see here. SP. Okay. What is that? Like, that doesn't say the requirements. Where's the wording for what level you need your regular? Actually, give me 1 second here. I try to figure it out, but my assumption is when I say 2 copies, hopefully I'm wrong, to utilize the awakening for said SP hero, right? So again, to go back to the whole line contract, what I was saying is that it would be nice. It would be so great if they actually put that shard in here. You get a 1 full awakening crystal for the SP hero. Again, that's not gonna hurt their bank, but chances are that's not what's going to happen, because that would change the whole landscape of here, having an SP hero, a awakened hero, new hero. So again, start working on your hunters. That's what I would do. And that's what I am gonna do. Because again, for me, I'm looking at who's going to be doing the big damage if they make it so that non-hunter heroes do less damage. But at the same time, let's actually take a look at that, because I've yet to use anybody other than Wamigan. So we'll take Wamigan out and we'll put in, what's his name? Connor. We'll put Connor in there, and I just want to see what Anpu does in terms of damage, because I know that my Wamigan does a lot of damage. Question is, can Connor even tank being up front? And let's see how this goes. But again, Emma's doing some decent damage there. She has a good burst, like right away, how much damage she do out the gate, which is great. She gets her ultimate fairly quick in the beginning. So let's heal back up Kenneth here. But again, I still think Wamigan does more damage here. I guess if you have a higher awakening level Anpu, then I would go with that. But for me, the knockdowns from Wamigan is just too crucial. And for the fact that he just tanks a lot up front. But this one's not that bad. I don't really expect to do too much here. I'm just looking at Anpu's damage and see what he brings to the table, because people always say he was Anpu. We've seen, if you watch my last video, you've seen what Jax can do at Immortal 5. So see here, damage is okay, but the knockdown is the key. So again, that's the other thing too, is like what other things they could possibly do, and is dead. That is what it is. We can't do nothing about that. But what could they add on to the effect to make it so that the energy heroes are the ones that do the big damage? So definitely want to start working on your energy heroes. And here, I'm looking at my score. It's not that great. It's really not, because you got to remember, Ampu's damage is also reduced. So that's kind of why I would be using Wamigan. It would be nice if they decided to do range, right? If they decided to do range over, you know, just hunters doing reduced damage. Non-hunters, I said hunters. Non-hunter units doing reduced damage, but you see the difference there. Ampu's, maybe it's my Ampu. I could put it that way. Maybe it's my Ampu. When it comes to anybody being up front for me, I'm definitely going with Wamigan, because my Wamigan just does big damage. And again, like I said, start working on your hunters, because most likely that is the direction it's going to go into. And if it don't, guess what? You know what? If it don't, you got great hunters. Hunters are always good. They're always in endless battles. There's going to be a new one coming out. So that's also another way of preparing. But the awakening of Artemis is going to happen. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's going to happen. So the question is, how do you prepare? And Holy Land Contract is the best ways to work on your awakened heroes. But all in all, this is where my Artemis is. I really use Artemis at all, rarely. Stat stick, that's all my Artemis has been. Not even ready to go. I wouldn't even bring Artemis out into PvE, much less, right? Only time I use Artemis as a stat stick. So like I mentioned, just giving us that awakened crystal there, but chances are that's not what's going to happen. And also, new hero coming out. I'll make a video covering the next update in a couple of days, and we'll talk more about that. But hopefully this helps you to prepare and kind of a direction you want to go in when it comes to Holy Land Contract. As always, you know, if you need tips or guides in terms of anything in this game, comment down below, and I could either cover it here, or I'll put it in the community tab, or we can just hop over to Discord. We'll talk there. It's more easier. I can share pictures. I can see your account. Makes it easier for me. I'll pin my link to my Discord in the description, and start focusing on your hunter heroes, because again, you're gonna most likely need them to do big damage in the new iteration of Holy Land Contract. So if you made it this far in the video, comment SMH. That made shake my head, because another SP hero is most likely going to be getting awakened. Wow. Okay. So if you're new to my content and you want tips, tricks, guides, all of that fun stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And for those that are rocking with me, hit the like button. Don't forget to comment down below how you feel about the upcoming awakening of Artemis. So without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.